Educational GMAT. Your partner in your GMAT journey.
All it is not that difficult, guys. Not that difficult. Guys, are we clear with the question? All right. So what's the only day on which the director will not work? November 7th is when she does not work. All right. Now, how do you approach this question? How do you approach this? See, this is basically the portion of the task still incomplete on when? At the end of 31st October. So which means between November 1 and 12, correct? Tell me how many days is it required for this task? How many days are required for this task to get completed?
1.
Sorry, how many?
1.
1, right? It's incomplete, Sanjeev. So 33% of 3 days, which is basically 1/3, right? So if the director wants to complete this task by November 12th, she has to dedicate 1 day for this task. Sorry? Yeah, correct. Similarly, how many days are needed to complete this task? The second one?
2 days.
2 days, right? 50% of 4 days. 4 days was the total duration that this task required. But then by November 31st, only 50% is incomplete. Similarly, for the third task, how many days does she need to spend? 25% of 8. And for the fourth one, 4 days, right? Agreed. So if you add them up, how much is it? 4 plus 2, 9 days. Now, this should give you some relief because the director actually has how many days available? 11 days, right? Why? From November 1st to 12th is 12 days, but she's not working on November 7th. So total of 11 days is what she has at her disposal, and total of 9 days worth of task. So she does have time, but the problem is the deadline also varies for every task. Okay. So now let's look at the question. Select yes if the information provided, which is this, allows that the director could work on that task on November 3. All right. And still meet the deadlines for all 4 tasks. Okay. Assemble sales teams. Uh, can she work on this task on November 3rd? That's the question.
Yes.
Yes. All right. How do you say yes? Very nice.
Because if the director works on 3rd, so one
On
day
3rd.
on
Yes.
3rd, then
Yes.
the closest deadline is 5th November. Since
Closest
one day,
deadline is 5th
I mean,
November. Okay.
for this task, third is the deadline. 1 day is
All
required.
right, all
So
right. You're very nice. Absolutely correct. Very nice. So basically, what she can do is essentially she can work on this task on November 3, correct? And then on 1, 2, 4, and 5, she can work on this, correct? See, notice 4 days are required, right? So then she can meet this deadline. Uh, Okay, 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I know what is confusing you. Sorry, it should be this one. Correct? So November 3rd, she is working on assemble sales teams. 1, 2, 4, 5, she is working on write press releases. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are done. 6 and 8. Remember, 7, she's not working, right? So 6 and 8 on draft product, and obviously the balance days she has sufficient time for create marketing presentations, right? So absolutely yes, very nice, good. So now let's come to the second one. Can she work on create marketing presentations on November 3? Create marketing presentations on
no,
November 3. All right, can she do that? And you guys are saying no. Tell me why not?
because our
till
right press
five
releases
we
won't be completed.
because till 5th of November we can't switch like between creative marketing and the draft product.
Very nice. See, the point is actually very nice. See, if you look at it, notice the nearest deadlines are this and this, right? 3rd November and 5th November, which means a total of how many days?
5 days.
5 days. And if you look at it, both these tasks require 5 days, which means for the first 5 days, she has to work only on these two tasks, right? Which two tasks? Assemble sales teams and write press releases. So she has to work for the first 5 days of November in these two tasks in order to meet the deadlines for these two tasks. So she clearly cannot squeeze in any other task here. Good. All right. Write press releases.
Yes.
Absolutely, we discussed that. Yeah, she can, right? These two tasks will essentially occupy her first 5 days.